I'm lost for words because, like I said, this thing, when you think about it, it's cause for serious concern. But you can't take away all of those people that have also contributed to the industry. Influencers have contributed to the industry. Influencers are a big part of the industry. Brand ambassadors, those who've somehow found their way in brand management, development, building of brands, getting brands to connect more with people. We're all part of the mix. So are we going to put, the measurement and yardstick for development? Is it going to only rest with those people working in the advertising and market part of the industry? What of this larger ecosystem? How are they also being regulated to ensure that they become not just a part of developing and building the industry, but we also have indices in place that also ensure as they contribute, we can also look out for what's coming out and what's going out. Then, if I want to use those words, those are some of the things, those are some of the barriers I think we have to cross over. And there are different varying opinions about what I'm saying. It's not something that everyone would agree with, which is why I said it's my own point of view, and I don't think I have all of the answers yet, but it's at least we can put it down for discussion. If we're saying we're going to start regulating, benchmarking, looking at practitioners in the industry, then we have to look at the entirety of the ecosystem. What are the benchmarks to ensure that you can say I work in the Nigerian marketing ecosystem industry? What are the certifications? We have a lot of those institutions already, from ARCON to NIPR and so many others. Not all of us even take some of those certifications. I'm talking about the senior practitioners. So if the junior ones are looking up to you and you don't even have your own certification, that's a big barrier for entry. And it doesn't look at something that they look up to. So we also have our own work cut out for us. The other aspect is, what is the benchmark for creativity? What is the yardstick for saying this meets a benchmark for something you expose to the public? Again, we have those institutions put in place, but are they only cut out for those within the industry? What about the larger part of the ecosystem? How do we ensure that those things continually meet those rules, even if you're someone trying to connect with the industry, but you're not probably not living within this space? So there are so many gaps I feel we need to correctly measure. And some of those things have been put in place, but it's not well advocated or doctrinated, not just across senior leaders, but being passed from those people who are responsible, who are drivers of opinions, to the middle and to the younger ones also trying to come into this industry so they can learn right from the get-go. One of the key solutions, and I think something the industry has been trying to put out from this time, is trying to set up like an academy, or partner with those who've already set up academies, so that we ensure that you go through a certain bit of course modules that ensure that you cover all of the things you do, including regulation, and that gives you enough certification and endorsement to say that you are certified to work, to build, to register, to run a business in this space, whatever level of career you want to come to. Not something that you do when you're being forced to, something that has to be done as a matter of style, just like the CIM that we all strive to connect, whether it's here or in the UK. So if those things or measurements are being put in other industries, like from nursing, doctors, engineering, then it has to also be for marketing. When you come in the marketing space, either from the mass communication department, or you've never done anything communications and you love this space and you've done 5-6 years in banking and finance, for example, and you love to come to the market, what are the barriers for entry? What are the things you need to know, I need to use to come to get industry? So those are some of the conversations I think we need to have, and we need to action them immediately, because like I said, some of those things are already being discussed, but we never meet a consensus that not just moves from discussion and regulation, but also adoption and implementation. Some of those solutions have been engineered, don't get me wrong, but we now need to start practicing them. And I think a lot of the senior leaders have to also work closely with regulators and those senior leaders who are trying to drive this vanguard to ensure it comes to fruition. Otherwise, it will be a very big challenge for us, and it will affect us as well. In order for us to breed and nurture young ones, young leaders who respect the industry, then it has to start from each and every one of us, not just the regulators. We need to support them, we need to build them, we need to certify ourselves, we need to also participate in this indoctrination of goodness that permeates the industry, so that all of us can learn from it. And I think, like I said, that's just even the first stepping stone for us to even move past the discussion we're having. And that's just being frank.